Right then peeps, welcome back. I haven't done a lot recently because I haven't done a lot recently. Busy with the camper, all them small jobs that you never notice, like putting shelves inside cupboards. So I've got room to stack my pants and my socks without them intermingling. There's nothing worse than getting your socks caught up in your pants or your pants caught up in your socks. So, just a short today. This is, I did show a picture of it before. This is a computer out of a pub gaming machine. You know, one of those ones where you stand there and answer questions, or it might have reels, something along those lines. And I said I'd do a what's inside a. There's not going to be a lot inside because it's just going to be a computer, but it's a bit different, I suppose. It's not your normal PC. So, without further ado, or adieu, whichever you want, don't argue about it, peeps. What's inside? Right, well, let's zoom you back out again. You've got a CC Talk USB module. That's that. That looks interesting. That looks like an amplifier. Eurotech Intel.co.uk, 4 ohm. That is indeed. That's a little miniature. Can we zoom in on that? Remember, the camera's upside down and back to front for me, so yeah, I'm not the smartest of people at the best of times. There you go. That's a can you see that? A little amp. I don't know what that is. Could be a little. It's an 80s. Is that no? It's DOC. No idea. It doesn't tell you what it is, but it's a little amplifier for speakers. Obviously, ran out to the speakers on the games cabinet. That might come in handy. It's got an RCA input. So, because I've got, it's got adjustable twiddly knobs and all sorts on it. Anyway, that's what that is. So that might come in handy because I've got a Android head unit to fit into me camper, and that might do for a little amp for the front speakers, because I've got a bass bin somewhere in this garage to go in there. Anyway, there, dun dun da, and all that is, I can't even work it out of Zoom. It's been so long since I've been making videos, I can't remember how to use my video camera. There's the motherboard. That's my hand. It's a very small motherboard. Very small indeed. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to whip it out. Now, to whip it out, I'm going to have to stand over you like this. I don't want you seeing my afflicted with the board spot. So I'll stop the video and I'll take it out and I'll give you a closer up of what's in these things. Actually, while I'm here, power pack and a thing. I'll get them out as well. I know it looks like another power pack. Looks like there's 2 power packs in here. I assume one of them maybe was for the screen. Excuse the weather, it's peeing down outside, but don't blame me, blame God, alright? I don't know which God you blame anyone you want, but don't blame me. Back in a minute. Alright, thanks to the magic of the on off button on the camera, here we are back with the insides of that computer, the gaming computer. This is the USB module. I've remembered the camera's upside down now, so it should be up the right way for you to see. I assume it's just there because the motherboard's so small it hasn't got enough sockets to run USBs out of. It is only sort of a, well, it's an all-in-one. It's one. It looks like it's out of a compact computer or something along those lines, which it obviously is a compact computer. But there's a board. Looks a bit pretty. It's got a couple of chips in it. I'll stick that in with mid-grade. I'm going to be going down to AWA in a couple of weeks. We'll see what they're going to give me for that. Here's the motherboard. Zoom you back out a bit. I'm a bit. Oh no, zooming in. Oh god. A couple of weeks off from the camera. I was going to say I can't figure out how to use it, but I couldn't figure out how to use it when I used it every day. So there's your motherboard. It's called a BioStar. I'm not sure what that's all about. It hasn't got a separate chip. It's going to have a built-in chip underneath there, which I suppose I could take off for you. Give me a sec. I won't bother pausing the camera. Put this up on the ceiling, and I've got to stand on something to get to it. That means getting the something. There you go. Right there. Little BGA. Very little BGA. Obviously didn't have a lot of computing power, this. Nice little fan, isn't it? Cute. I've got a RAM stick, which is, there you go. If you can read that. I can't read that because I've got my reading glasses on. I'm old, I need 2 sets of glasses. And there's the little motherboard. I suppose I should take the battery out while I'm out. I want to get to AWA and have hundreds of these bleeding things to take out. There you go, there's the motherboard. What is it special about it? What does that say? Don't know, so it's written by a doctor. It's got a date on it, 29th. Ting it, 29th of the 9th, 19. Ew. Right in the middle of COVID. Just before COVID hit, was it? Yeah. There you go. Pre-COVID computer. Right, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to press that magic on off button again. Get back to you in a second. When I've got the little lamp out to show you. Right then, here's that little lamp. You've got a high input, that's where your speakers would go. These are your RCA low input, this comes out the back of your stereo, it's unamped from your stereo. It gives you a cleaner signal because the amp in the stereo often makes the signal a bit dirty, so you use the RCA leads to get a cleaner signal. And you've got a filter, low pass, high pass, so if you put it on low pass it lets through the lower frequencies, so you could use that if you go into a bass tube. High pass is if you're using this to run tweeters, it lets the higher signals go through, and off it just sends all the signals through, so you can just use it just to amp speakers. And you've got a little volume knob there, like most amplifiers do, and you go around the back and you've got your power, which will be, it's upside down. I've got to turn it out the wrong way so I can read it. Battery plus, you've got battery plus, ground, and that will be your ignition source to turn it on. And then that goes to your speakers left and right. I don't know whether you can bridge them, because sometimes if you're running a bass speaker you'll use the right live and the left neutral. So just run a single bass speaker, but it hasn't got a mono switch on it, so I think it just runs 2 speakers. I might put this in my ambulance. I've got 2 uprated 6x9s to go in the front doors, so I might use this off of the Android head unit to run those. Yeah, that's quite handy. It's up the wrong way for you, isn't it? There you go, that's what that is. There's something come out of that PC that can be useful. Throw it in with it. Anyway, there's that. I'm going to take this off its metal plate and I'm going to stick that in with me mid-grade balls and let AWA sort out what they want to do with it. That's AWA over in Harlow, by the way. You may have seen Everyday Solars went over there the other week. Did a trip over there. That was an enjoyable video. Well done, Miss Solars. That's it. Just a quickie. Tearing down a games computer. Not really a gaming computer, because a gaming computer really means it's at home, doesn't it? A games computer. I mean, there's a CD-ROM left in there, and a power pack and another power pack. I'll take them out and I'll just use the box for filling up with with crap, basically. It should become a bin. But there you go. One games machine, pub machine, computer, whatever you want to call it, stripped down. Wasn't a lot in there, but you know, I'll be seeing you again soon with some work on the ambulance. Ta peeps. It's the fucking off button. Oh god. 2 weeks off with the camera and I can't remember how to use the fucking thing. Oh, there it is.